right, so let's train your Husky not to pull on a leash. You only need 3 things: dog harness, dog leash, and a whole lot of patience. So when you're walking your Husky, the most important thing is to just walk normal. Don't treat it like it's some crazy thing, because you don't want the training session to turn into exactly that, a training session. We're training these dogs to act this way every walk, not just the training walk. So that's a huge thing as well. So just walk like you normally would. And when they start going off leash, you can see in the shadow here, he's off. We want to just pull him in. We don't got to say anything. We just got to walk. So what I always tell people is that we just walk our walks. You know, there's no huge corrections. We just never, ever change course. See how he's correcting himself right there? He's kind of going off that way a little bit. So we just keep walking. He'll correct himself. He knows who's in charge. Once he starts questioning that, we just keep walking. So this is why I do a hands-free leash. I don't have to worry about anything. Got all these hands for free. You know, and it's a bungee leash. And with the bungee leash, it's a little funny because a lot of trainers will tell you, don't you do that. You want to keep them on a very stern, short leash. The thing is that you want to train them on the leash that you're going to use. So when we start getting these crazy things of these training techniques that you're not going to use on an everyday basis, it's pointless, because they're going to be taught the way that you train them. So if you want them to be on a bungee leash, train them on a bungee leash. All right, and as you can see, we're at the road here. Now every time, even if there's not a car coming, we stop and we sit. See, Cash knows this. He's already in the sit position. Now once I am ready to go, we say go. He's already out and we go. This is a good training moment. So we're walking here. Cash is being a good boy like he always is. But as someone approaches with another dog, we're gonna see how Cash reacts. And this is where correction comes into play. This is why training never ends. Hello. Hey, yours too. Beautiful. All right, forward, Cash. Come on. Forward. Hello. As you can see, Cash did amazing. He always does. I had a little bit of a small correction. Just my voice recognition. No, he knows what he has to do and what he's supposed to do. So not much issue there. Obviously, this is years of training, but we're just trying to show you how things are done. All right, so we have this anti-harness narrative that keeps getting pushed around in the dog training community, and it's complete rubbish. This idea that this encourages your dog to pull is just silly sauce. All right, your dog's gonna pull no matter what. Nothing's gonna encourage it or discourage it, nothing like that. So what you need to do is train your dog not to pull. That's the trick here. So if we're doing things to make it so he doesn't pull, but not train him to not pull, then what are we doing here? So the trick is we need to train him to not pull and then put the harness on him. So we do that all at the same time. It takes a lot of patience and it takes a lot of consistency, but at the end of the day, that's what you need when it comes to dog training. There is no easy way to do it. You know, there's no magic button. There's not enough money in the world to throw at it. I mean, you could hire Cesar Millan, but I mean, at the end of the day, he's going to go home and you're left with this dog who's only listening to Cesar Millan, right? I mean, but if you're looking for a decent harness, I'll tag it one down in the description box. I mean, it's not a sponsor, but I have been dog trained for a good amount of time now, and in this time I've always pushed these harnesses on my clients, and they have never ever since the history of me doing this has ever come back to me and gave me a negative report. They are fantastic harnesses and they are affordable, which is amazing, right? So yeah, I'll tag it in the description. Just go down there, click on that. Amazing harnesses, check them out. All right, so Cash is trying to take control of this walk, so that's perfect for training opportunities. So we do 2 things. We stop, we acknowledge him. Cash, you pull a little bit, acknowledge. Cash, see? All right, he looks at us. That means he's acknowledging us. So, forehead, we pull back, gently press, sit, no, sit, stay. So now I'm control. Now we say release. Let's go. See? Now I'm control of the walk. Now this might last 2 seconds, might last 30 minutes. You never know. But it's important for you to stay in control, because as soon as you are out of control, what happens is that they start pulling. They only pull when they're in control. Remember that. They are only pulling when they are in control. As soon as they are in control, you take the walk back. Right here, Cash wants to go this way. We're going this way. So we just gently course him this way. We don't say anything. This is my walk. You are not controlling this. See, now he is pulling me the opposite way. Look at that. He wants to go that way. We walk and we don't even acknowledge it. And we're back on track. pee break, but trek. And even with the pee breaks, we don't stop. So he has exactly 0.4 seconds to make that pee. And he does that. That's why he does little micro pees all the time. And if you apply this training method for around 6 months consistently, you don't have to do it perfect every time, but if you can apply it to a 6-month period, your dog is going to be in the 80th percentile of fantastic Huskies, right? So it just takes that little bit of consistency and that little bit of extra push. You know, the problem is the success with dog training is never overnight, and everybody else kind of just gives up. So just don't give up. You know, you have a pretty decent chunk of life with these dogs, and the best thing you can do is really establish that relationship, and that comes through really vigorous, strong training, especially with the working breeds. And this isn't to say that you shouldn't take breaks with your pup. I mean, if he wants to stop and sniff the roses, let him sniff sometimes. I mean, at the end of the day, you are here enjoying nature with your best bud in the world, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But every once in a while, you need to kind of put your foot down and put that dominance in there, let him know, hey, I'm the boss. I'm the man in charge. So if you got any value out of this video, leave a like. You could comment. You could even subscribe. And if you choose to do that, I would very much appreciate it. But like always, so glad to talk to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Cash, say bye. Hi, buddy.